Yes, how is everyone? I think this is the first time since what? Let me think. Chelsea that I've sat last night, watched Leeds. I went to the stadium and watched a game where I felt relaxed and confident of a win since a minute in. When you start like that and then you continue to progress, it just makes you relax, doesn't it? And it was good that we could go in at half time thinking, oh, probably won this. So how many times have we done that in the last 2 years? We haven't, have we? So that's good. Anyway, let's just get into it. Yeah, it's a really good performance. I think that's the outcome, right? It's a really good performance for more than one reason. Obviously, the result is excellent, but what made that result? For me, what I'm watching on that pitch was a team, and let me just forget who you're playing, because for me, I don't care who you're playing against. Improvement can come against any team. Any team. And improvement is all about how your team is playing in comparison to us. The attacking movements we did were clear and decisive. And that, for me, is what most impressed me. Forget about the result. Forget about we've gone to the next round of the Cup. I'm looking at performance and I'm really happy with it, because look at that third goal. That third goal is, when we used to play under Bielsa and we used to have the goal highlights and it was quick passing movement and it was beautiful to watch. Remember those? That was one of them. Genuinely, my mate showed me it and I watched it at the game. And you don't realise when you're there how good the goal is until you watch it back. And I went, oh, who was this? He showed me on the train and I was like, oh, and he knows who he is. I went, was that Leeds? Is that this? I thought Bielsa's Leeds. No, this game we just watched, and that's class. That it was a really good team goal from right back to finish. Jonto's finish at the end. A proper team goal, and for me that showed the capabilities of if we get this right, the areas we can exploit, the movements the players can make, how fluid it is, how quick it is, how direct it is. And within 5-6 seconds, you're at the other end scoring a good goal. And all we need to focus on is what that is, how we do that against better sides, what movements and what ideas cause that to happen, and how we can do that consistently. Because not only that goal, I thought we scored really good goals. And a lot of our goals this year have been quite a set piece. So it's got a few set pieces, haven't we? A lot of individuals. Rodrigo's took it on by himself to score a few goals. From the press, we've scored a few goals. Team goals like that, we've not scored a lot of. A team goal is where people have been involved in the build-up. We've had team goals where we've transitions and all that, but an actual build-up of a team to score a goal is just something special. And what a goal that was. And that epitomised the performance for me. It was extremely team orientated. Look, and that just takes me on to the comment Jesse Marsh said, which triggered everyone, about I wish football was not about results. And everyone's replying saying, well, it is about results. Oh, that's bad. How can a world class, how can a top manager say that? No top manager would say that. This is really bad. Well, actually, he's right. Because you go into football coaching with your own ideas and your philosophy, and all you want to see is your team play out your philosophy to success. Now, if you've got a team that wins games, but they don't play well, and they don't really understand how they've won a game, apart from they've maybe defended really well and they've scored on the counter-attack, or they've scored from a set piece, the identity there is unknown, and the idea as to why we won that game is unknown, and the fear of, oh, we're not going to do that every game, is then creeps in. If you have a philosophy and a tactic that you want to play, of course, be happy seeing your team play out the way you want. That's performance for you. If you can get a team performing really well, eventually, if you recruit the right people, you will meet the expectations of your performance, like we've seen it with Brighton in recent years. Played really well, but they couldn't finish it. But they weren't saying, we're happy with this. They were saying, we need to finish it. We need to score more goals. Remember under Bielsa, in the Championship, the amount of chances we'd get, we didn't finish it. Yes, it's about results, but that's for us. That's for the owners. That's their business. Football is a business, all that. It is, but it isn't a business for the manager or the coaches, or the coaches or the players. It's not a business for them. It's a job. It's their sport. It's their hobby. It's their life. So for them, from their perspective, of course, your performance is important. Every training session you do isn't about results. It's about the performance. Every match you do, you look at the performance. You don't look at a result and say, we won 6-0. Let's not analyse anything. Let's not work on anything. Results come from performance. So, of course, you want to see a performance. And when you get that and you don't get the result, it's frustrating. Of course, you wish it wasn't about the result in that instance. You wish the best team could win every game. That doesn't happen. And that's his point. So I just find it, the opinion on, I'm not saying people are toxic, but that opinion that all this battering Jesse Marsch, which I don't really look at social media for that anymore, because it's just, that is toxic. A lot of it is toxic, to be honest. The stadium was great last night, by the way. The fans in the stadium were class. It was a very cold night, so I wasn't expecting it to be the rowdiest, but it was good. It was very good. I always love going back on the small occasions you can. It's class in it. But yeah, so that's what he means by them comments. And I don't get how it's been took out of, you don't even want to win, or you don't know what he's talking about. No, he does. Every coach is the same. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that. And also, let me just talk about quickly the importance of, I'm seeing people talk about we need a defensive coach, Jesse's not capable, Jesse's not good enough. That's too critical. No coach is perfect. No coach works by themselves. You look at Marcelo Bielsa, and he has his disciples. He has the guys he takes to every single job with him, because those are the people around him that allow him success. Without those people, he wouldn't be as successful, and that's a fact. And that's why he always takes the same people. They know him, they work with him well, they are loyal to him. With them, they have better results. They have teams winning things. Without them, we don't know what would happen. And that's just the way, that's the facts. You see it all over the place. Similar assistants everywhere. And having that team of coaches that are cohesive. Of course, a coach doesn't do everything. That's ridiculous. Even the best coaches in the world have big problems. That's why they bring in coaches to help them out. Jesse Marsch, yes, is a motivator. Yes, he is. He's very good at that. Assistants or some coaches are usually the ones that do that. But if you can get a coach which is very good at that, that's great, because he's the main guy. I have no doubt that his motivation helps the players hugely. Now, he's got the good minds around him, like Remy Maric, who is very, very, very tactical. And needs more of these type of minds around him to help him out. And that's not saying he doesn't know tactics. He's a football manager in the Premier League. There's absolute levels to this game. If you can get anywhere near the Premier League, you have exceeded 1 in hundreds of thousands. Like, you're extremely talented. People saying absolutely rubbish is just, it mind boggles me. Yeah, he struggles at times. He's admitted that he struggles at times. He's not done it quick enough. He admits that. But this is a learning process. And if you get the right people around you that can help build you up, you're living. That's culture, and that's a team culture, isn't it? That's creating a team culture. And the promise was really good, wasn't it? And we saw that now. We saw it against Villa, it was decent. And we saw it yesterday, how we can be effective. Willian Gnonto is mesmerising, And I'm going to keep saying this because I'm proud. I made a video on him, and I went out on a limb and said, this guy is going to be huge. People were criticising him. And this is what I say, do not underestimate football players, especially young guys, because they have a point to prove. And people were dismissing the fact that he played for Italy at 18, 17 years old. You can represent your country, a big footballing country like Italy, at 17. You are extremely talented, best believe. Extremely talented. Second I saw that and saw we were linked with him, get him in. There is clearly something big there, and now we are seeing that. Let's not put too much expectations on him right now. He's a young guy. He's going to go through periods where he's not going to do anything. Well, not a lot, right? That's going to happen. He's going to get back pocketed once or twice this season. That's fine. We have a real array of talent. I said this yesterday, and I might do a video on it. How good is our front four? Or our front options? The winger, the strikers. The wingers, the striker, and the 10. How good are they in the Premier League? What do you guys think? Let me know. I'm very curious. Because for me, I think our attacking options are top 8 in the Prem. I'll have to think about that and look at other teams' top 8, but I genuinely think that. I genuinely believe. Based on current ability, potential ability, and value and all that stuff. Impacts on games. Top 8, top 9 maybe. I genuinely believe that. Yeah. Let me know what you think. It's an interesting conversation, isn't it? The array of talent we've got there. We're talking about Jack Harrison, who a few months ago was linked to Newcastle, and we were all like, we can't afford to sell him. But now you look at all the options, and he doesn't really start when they're all fit on current form, does he? Like he's crazy, and he's a really good football player. We've got really good talent in this team, really good talent, and that's what I'm sticking by. But yeah, it was a great performance. The goals are the penalties, like whatever. Is it penalty? I don't know. I don't really care. It's just boring end of the game thing that no one really cared about. That cross, how we've not cleared that ball is just. I'm sure it's Jesse's fault, but just kick it. Don't know my analysis. Kick it out. Just get rid of it. Just swing your leg a bit. Do this. Swing like Willie did for that outstanding goal. Di Canio-esque. Do that, Luke. Just do that. Just swing it. Swing your leg, mate. It's fine. But yeah, whatever. Yeah. Wober's alright. That's frustrating, isn't it? But apart from that, Firpo was good again. Got a bit of a role in his squad, maybe. We'll see. I thought we were very good. The transitions were very good. Every time we attacked, we looked dangerous, didn't we? Oh my god. We looked dangerous on attack. And this was a team talking about a few weeks ago. People saying we're boring. We're not boring. Nothing but boring. People now saying we wish we were boring. You never win. We're not going to be a consistent high performer who gets good results every week. Because then you're talking about top 6 and we're not that. We need a few more results, yeah. But I think they'll come. I really do. But look. I think it was a good day at the office. I hope there's no injuries. I hope we get through them. I hope we can build on it in terms of performance. When we get Brentford, good side, aren't they? Yeah, tough. This league's tough, man. This league is tough. It's relentless. If we can get something from that, we'll see. We have to build on it. I think in terms of Jesse's job, that's not my opinion. I'd keep him, whatever. But from the board, I don't think this is huge in terms of, they want to say the Premier League, right? So the Premier League results are going to what counts, and what counts to them, which is fair enough. It's their business. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like the way he's coming out fighting, saying about the BS about changing room stuff. Guys, there's always drama in football changing rooms. Every single week. You got 16 to 20 fully grown, ambitious men. If you think there's going to be no little arguments or disagreements, have you ever left the house? Like, have you ever been anywhere around a football team? Even at non-competitive levels, there's arguments. Imagine players that are on millions of pounds a year who want to all become the best. Imagine that. God, I imagine these arguments all the time. It's how you deal with it. You deal with it. You get over it. You have a laugh about it. Yeah, we argued, whatever. You don't like each other. You agree or disagree. You get on with it. Part of a team. Don't matter, does it? Happens all the time. It's not that deep. It really isn't. But everyone's trying to find anything, any reason to beat a stick at Jesse or on Jesse, and it's I just find it a bit pathetic, to be honest. You can criticise his style of play. I don't care about that. But when it gets about the person and about his mentality and about his accolades kind of thing, what he's done, who he is, if he's actually a good coach at all, I find it a bit ridiculous. Because everything he does, motivating, getting a team, a culture, for me, is just as important as the tactics. And he's very good at the culture part. And his tactics probably need help from other people. Also, a lot of the best coaches in the world require other people to help them get their tactics across. What he has going for him is he's a very good people person. A very good people person. Which is more than a lot of managers. Now, if he gets the staff behind him to help him push his philosophy, you have a real big potential, in my opinion. It's alright to talk about the tactics and criticise him. That's not on him. That's not just on him, sorry. It is on him, obviously. Not just on him. That's on the people around him who need to be on board and need to help him. This assistant coach that we're meant to be getting needs to be in quick. We need to get the right person, but they need to be done, and they need to be there as a team and backing him. It's as simple as that. You need the right people. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. It's gone. I don't know, it's gone 16 minutes. Jeez. But yeah, appreciate the support. The comments, I love in the comments. Keep them coming. If I don't reply, I'm sorry. I'm not always on my phone, and then I forget when I get home. I'm tired. You know, I'll look on it. I'll do it, and I'll do it all at once. I apologise. I'm trying, all right? I will get back, even if it's a week later. I'll get back. But yeah, appreciate the support. Please leave a like. It helps. YouTube stuff. It just helps get the video out there. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, if you're still here. But yeah, appreciate the support. On to Brentford. Let's go.